be. And when I wake in the evening, you're in my heart, not in my arms where you could have been. Darling, I just want you to let me know. I'm telling you, my darling, no one will know, but you know that I hate to see you go.
You're watching Covers in Chrome. I'm your host, Scott Bars. This week on the show, Vaguefun. Boys, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Yeah, introduce yourselves one at a time.
I'm Josh. I do a bit of vocals, bit of guitar.
Yeah, Maxim, also vocals, also guitar.
Yeah, I'm Ty. I do drums.
And I'm Spencer. I'm the bassist.
Yeah, tight. So you guys played Out of My Head, an original song by you guys. Why did you pick that song?
It's the first song we ever wrote as a band, really, and it was probably our most famous song, to be fair. Literally, when we released it, it popped off, and yeah, it just did great.
Yeah, we haven't done a version with the current lineup of the band, so we released that about 2 years ago, something like that. And that was at a time when we had a different vocalist and we had a different guitarist, and the band sort of changed a little bit then, and we wanted to have a newer version of our sort of first big song.
So that studio version of that song, that's with almost a completely different lineup. Is that the case?
Not completely different. The three of us are like sort of original members of the band. We had two other members who have sort of come and gone, and Josh was always sort of friends with us at the time, but wasn't a member of the band. So he sort of joined the band last year, and we've been making music as the four since then.
Well, you guys definitely sound really tight. You're clearly very well rehearsed.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
And today you covered Defying Acts by Angus and Julia Stone. What does that song mean to you guys?
I think it's been a song that the band's played for a long time. And then we sort of just picked it back up and put it in the set recently.
Does that one go off when you play it live?
Yeah, it's probably one of our favourites to play live. It's just got a good energy to it, I think. And yeah, I think Max used to sing it, and then he was getting a bit tired of it. So
he just sticks to the hectic guitar solos now.
Yeah.
Putting in work.
Yeah, I certainly can't do that bit as well as him, so he gets
I was happy to hand the vocals over you because you got a good voice for that song. And also, like, we've always said, like, if we were going to do sort of one of these kind of shows, that would be the song we'd do. So
you mean like a version?
Like a version.
You can drop the name. It's okay.
Like a version.
Everyone's well aware of what's going on here.
But yeah, if we were going to do like a version or something like that, we'd do this song because it's taking the original in a different direction, which we often sort of don't do with our covers. It's
of course,
a little more spicy.
And where did the band name Vaguefun? How did that come about?
Take this one.
We had all right. So it's a bit of a funny story. We had like Unearthed High was about to close. We wanted to get our song into Unearthed High, but we didn't have a name yet, and so it was like a couple hours before entries closed, and we were just there in music class. We had random name generators open. We were just like clicking between.
Like the Wu-Tang rap name generator.
Yeah, we used a bit of that one.
That's amazing.
We ended up just choosing random adjective, random noun, and it was the vague fun.
Vague from what you got the.
Yeah, well, they're from like different sites as well. Yeah. But it ended up sticking, and I always thought it's more the band that makes the name rather than the name that makes the band.
Absolutely, and look. It's a very original name, and it's not hard to spell or remember. So it ticks all the boxes in my eyes.
It's just the one that stuck. Like we had other names before that we just didn't end up sticking because we cycled through, and this one just sort of has kept with us. So,
fair call. So I wanted to ask, what artists or albums specifically have most influenced your sound, or even not influenced your sound, but just inspired you as musicians?
Who wants to take this one? A lot of Sticky Fingers covers at the start of sort of...
Essentially a Sticky Fingers cover band.
Literally throughout high school, all we did was Sticky Fingers.
Pretty much, hey.
We're chucking maybe like Defying Acts every so often, but then apart from that, yeah.
It was very... our original vocalist, who's now with Van Moss, Josh Cunningham,
dude, I love Josh.
Yeah,
amazing singer.
Yeah, he is amazing. And he had a very sort of jazz-based background.
Okay.
Which I didn't have, and I don't think a lot of us had. He had this very sort of knack for like proper jazz music modal stuff.
Because he can play the horns too, right? I've never seen him play the horns, but
maybe.
Yeah. They've got some on their first single, so shout
okay.
out Van Moss, look him up.
Yeah, he was very jazz based, and that sort of influenced us as well. So we took that Sticky Fingers kind of reggae vibe and the jazz stuff, and slowly with Josh coming into the band, who's a big fan of like Didiri and ballpark music and that sort of style,
course, yeah.
has sort of again shifted it a little bit. So we've sort of carved out our own kind of niche. Sort
Yeah,
of.
nice. What about Tame Impala? You guys vibe Tame?
You're a big Tame fan.
I mean, I really love Tame Impala. I would love to incorporate some more psychedelic elements into a few of our songs in the future, but right now I don't think we really take influence.
Well, I'm glad that you said you're a bit of a Tame fan because I have a gift for you guys.
Ah!
Oh, really?
It's like you're pulling a nod.
Wait, really?
It's Nardwuar.
This one's for you.
That's awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. That's so cool.
Tame Impala, Lunarism, incredible
That's-
album.
Yeah.
That's
Big
my
fan of
favorite.
that one.
Yeah, it's my favorite one of those.
It's the best
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's the best one. Yeah.
I
Jeez.
think it's the best one, honestly.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Currents, amazing.
Yeah.
But I love the more experimental nature of the earlier stuff.
Yeah,
Good.
100%.
Top stuff, man. Top stuff.
100%.
This
yeah,
is
no.
awesome. Thank you.
We will definitely give this a listen.
100%.
And
Yeah.
I
Don't
hope
be
so.
surprised if you hear a bit more psych stuff in the Vaguefun sound.
I hope so because Psych is
Yeah.
like, that's my
That's-
shit, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
100%. Yeah. No, we're into it too. Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
No
awesome.
worries, guys. Now, what can you tell us about this album specifically? Like, are you familiar? Obviously, you're familiar.
Yeah.
But what would be your favorite track? Obviously, the Beatles. Oh, sorry, not the Beatles. The Wiggles.
Yeah, I was
Just
going to say the
covered
Beatles
in
Elephant
Impala.
cover was good.
I
Yeah.
love
I
that
said
so
the
much.
Beatles.
Yeah, I was really surprised to hear that, and it stuck true to the original as well.
wasn't bad.
Obviously,
I
it's
thought
like
so.
yeah, there was like the fruit salad bits here and there, but it was really it was really good.
Oh man, there's some like fucking really good ones.
Mm.
God, what is it? The
I'd have to say Apocalypse Dreams is probably my favorite track on that record.
Yeah.
Just like the third section where everything cuts out and then it all comes back in with that huge crescendo.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Nice.
the Ender's Toy has always been a huge
Yeah.
an elephant, of course.
Yeah, classic. Feels like we
We
need to go
tried to do.
backwards.
Oh no, that's
We
that's
tr-
the best
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
First one. I was gonna say.
It's so good.
We tried
Yeah.
to do Elephant a while back. That was one of the options on our to do some covers, and it just didn't work. We couldn't do it.
Dude,
It was-
I've tried to play that song. It's a true testament to good songwriting when listening to a song, it sounds so simple,
Yeah.
but when you go to play it, you're just like, oh, how does that come together? Like, I just can't make it work.
There's some timing stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's surprisingly difficult when you give it a go. You're like, oh, okay.
Absolutely.
They make it sound pretty easy.
Now, if you guys could go on tour with any artist, alive or dead, who would you pick? Anybody in the world.
Way in the world.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, boys, you have any answers ready?
Alive or dead? Oh yeah, no, you can. Yeah, go for it.
Look, I don't know if I speak for the rest of them, but
You don't speak for those.
I don't speak for the rest of them, but I'm a big Jeff Buckley fan, so yeah, it'd be
Okay.
good to tour with him just to listen, not even to play, but yeah,
Just to vibe, just to hang out
just
with
to,
him.
just to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to go on one of the earlier Pink Floyd tours. All right. Jesus, change. Yeah, no, I'd like to go on some of those earlier Pink Floyd tours, like around those early '70s, which were pretty crazy. That'd be
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
definitely.
That's
Just,
pretty
just to be
awesome.
able to be there.
Yeah,
capture
and just
the
have
atmosphere.
the live experience would be insane. You know.
Because, like, you know that the band decide that there's never, ever going to be shows like that ever again.
I know.
Like, it's just not the way that the world is now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I remember being, like, 18, fresh 18, going out to, like, Soundwave and all those festivals and seeing, like, the no moshing signs and
Yeah,
all of the
no,
barriers
exactly.
and shit, like, the space between the stage. I understand why it's there. But at the same time, just, like, growing up and seeing stuff in movies, it's like, oh, man, this sucks. Like, it's not like that anymore.
No.
It's not as wild as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it
Yeah.
does suck. Yeah. But you guys got any ones you'd like to go with?
Personally, I'd probably say Led Zeppelin, and this is especially for the drummer as well. Like, I feel like he's probably one of the best drummers in the world. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and like the song Moby Dick, where it's literally just a solo song. It's amazing. And to experience that live would be, yeah, incredible.
Yeah. That would be next level.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I'd probably, I don't know, The Strokes. I saw one of their like touring vlogs they did like ages ago, and that sort of helped propel me into like wanting to be sort of a musician to some degree as well. So yeah.
Oh, awesome, man! I love the Strokes so much. I haven't had the pleasure of seeing them live yet. I got my Splendid tickets. It's probably never gonna happen, but
unfortunate.
A man could dream.
Hopefully,
Right?
hopefully. Yeah.
Now, if you could collab with any artist, alive or dead, who would you pick? And that doesn't even necessarily have to be music. It could be like for a film, a video game, or just production-wise, or play a guitar track on their album. Who would you pick?
I'm gonna need some thinking time, fellas.
I will come back to you.
Someone else.
I feel like our bands have a very similar, kind of similar sound. Lime Cordiale. Like I feel like we'd mesh really well with them sound-wise, and we actually went to see them Tuesday. Like amazing, yeah.
Really good.
At the Tivoli?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's such a good sound. Amazing.
Sick, man. That's sick.
I love the Tivoli. I think it's probably one of the
Yeah, it's
best
so nice.
large capacity venues in Brisbane.
That was my first Tiv gig, and I was like,
same.
this is nice. Like,
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
Used to like just dingy little like rooms, and you're like, there's a chandelier.
The sound is
nice.
always really good too.
Yeah, it was great.
It's so
yeah.
good.
Perfect level. But yeah, the Lime Cordiale have an interesting like, they use a lot of horn sections and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is something we don't use, which that'd be cool. Yeah, I can 100% see that.
We need to hit up Josh Cunningham then. Get some horns in here. Where you at, Josh?
Come back for a little feature, Josh.
Now, this is kind of a big question. We're getting towards the end of the interview, but I thought to myself, what's like the biggest possible question I could possibly ask anyone? So just to get to know you guys, what's your personal meaning of life? What do you live for? Or not even you personally, but what do you think the point is?
Okay.
What is all this?
I think about that a bit. I don't know. My personal motto, which is very selfish, is to my like goal in life is to enjoy myself and to have fun. So if that means like what brings me joy is making music and listening to other people, seeing other people listen to it on like in their houses and stuff, or like once someone sent me a message and said, hey, your song's playing in the subway, and I was like, shit, that's dope. Like, so for me the meaning of life is to have fun, so that's the goal to do this.
Have fun in a relatively wholesome way, not too hedonistic.
Oh no, yeah.
Or maybe just a little bit here and there.
Yeah, just occasionally. I don't know about everyone else, but
Yeah.
what's your meaning of life, mate?
Probably still working that out, but your take on it sounds all right. So I'll go with that for now.
I've got to say, yeah, a very similar answer because I haven't thought about it too in depth. Have fun as long as you're just a good person as well. Like you don't do anything too bad. And
Be
then,
respectful.
Yeah, of
look
course.
after each other.
Yeah, like,
I don't have fun at the expense of someone else. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Someone the other day, when I said that to them, they were like, "You're so selfish." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." But yeah, there are caveats to that in the sense that you should also try to make other people's lives better at the same time. And if you can do that while enjoying yourself, then
Yeah, of
you're
course.
living a good life.
Riding the line between egoism and altruism.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
That's a
Very true.
neat thing to have balanced.
man.
Yeah. Getting
Quick,
that
write
on
that
the-
down, boys.
on the notes tab. Yeah.
And lucky last, what's next for Vaguefun? You guys got some new music or maybe some shows that you want to plug?
Yeah, we got a few shows coming up next couple of months. Just this bad boy out. Do you remember the dates?
Depends when it's announced.
Depends when it's announced, but we'll just say we're playing a few shows. Tomcat and King Lear's and Flaming Glad, Greaser, in the Valley. You can find all our info on our Facebook page and stuff.
Sick. There's some good venues.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we've got an EP in the works for the next 2 or 3 months, so look out for that. We've been writing a lot of new songs, and we're really excited to write some stuff as this group 4. So that's
Can't
going to be
wait to
good.
hear it, boys. Good stuff. Well, thanks for tuning in to Covers and Chrome. I'm your host, Scott Bars. This is Vaguefun. See you next week.
Thanks for having us, man.
Oh,